Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about some doll news. We've got quite a few different things to discuss, including the Mean Girls Bratz, which have officially been revealed now, so we've got stock photos of them together. They're pretty cute, and we've got a new Monster High doll to talk about. So for a while we've known that there's going to be a new budget line called Buried Secrets, and we had seen the bodies where the characters have no arm or leg articulation, though they do have wrist articulation. It was pretty weird seeing those and seemed like a red flag for the future of Monster High, but seeing what one of the dolls actually looks like, they're honestly not that bad. So without further ado, let's get into it. So starting off with the Mean Girls Bratz, just because there's a lot more to talk about there because there's a lot more photos. So we first got this promotional picture of the dolls all together posted today onto the official Bratz Instagram account. And then through an article, we got a bunch of stock photos. The dolls are not currently listed on the Bratz.com website, the reason for that being that they don't release until October 3rd, 17th, and 31st, respectively. I don't know why I said respectively, it's not like that clarified who releases what day, but Katie will release on October 3rd, Regina will release on October 17th, and then the 31st will be the 2-pack of Karen and Gretchen. So anyway, we get to see what the dolls look like, posed and stuff, they're super cute, and we also get to see what they look like in their second outfits. So the 3 main plastics in their Halloween costumes, and Katie in the dress that she wears at the party in the later half of the movie. So the dolls are going to be releasing at 11 a.m. in Eastern Standard Time. So if you live in Florida, that's just 11 a.m., but if you live in California, that's going to be 3 hours behind, so 8 in the morning for you. They're really counting on people to be awake for this one. So they're going to release on the Bratz website, but allegedly if you live in like England, the UK, Europe and such, you'll be able to get these dolls off of Amazon in your region. So that's what I've heard. I got this information from lookinbratz, so credits to them. This is actually a screenshot of their caption because it just seems to lay out the information the best, so I was like, yeah, I'll just use this. So next we have the inbox photos. As you can see, there is a bit of a cover where you open the doll. The reason for that is because they are all in burn book inspired packaging. Even the 2-pack. The 2 dolls like close facing each other to create like the burn book. And also on the side, there is going to be a full artwork of each character with the letters to the burn book being spelled out, basically. So if you want to be able to spell it out and display them like with the spines of the quote-unquote book sticking off of a shelf, you do have to get all 4. So I'm guessing that's their marketing tactic here. Other than the exclusivity. We don't know how limited these dolls are going to be. We just know that according to Bratz, they are quote-unquote super limited. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this yet in the video, but the Bratz.com website has recently been updated, saying that they will soon allow international shipping. Not to every country, but some of the countries listed were New Zealand, most countries in Europe, like the major ones, so like France, I think Spain was on the list too. Basically, most European countries, as well as New Zealand and Australia, I think were on the list. So that's all I know currently. I don't know if the list is going to be expanded, but that's the countries that they're planning to be able to ship to soon. And I'm assuming soon is going to be around the same time that these dolls release. So Katie will be the first release on October 3rd. Regina will be the second on October 17th, and these 2 will be the final release in their 2-pack on the end of the month, so October 31st. So it turns out that this pack is actually going to be $100, and these 2 are going to be $60 each. So the prices were mixed up before, but now we know what they actually are. The Bratz.com website also allows free shipping on orders over $50, so each of these dolls will have free shipping, which is definitely a relief. I don't know if that applies to international shipping, but in the US at the very least, we know that we will get free shipping. Next up, we have the new Buried Secrets line. So the first line of these dolls is called Cozy Creepover, and this is the first doll that we've had revealed from the line. She was found on a Spain-based selling website, so who knows if they're going to post the others soon. It would be cool to see the rest of the line, but for now we just have Cleo. I am really shocked that these unarticulated, except for the wrist, budget dolls are as cute as they are so far. This Cleo is actually pretty adorable. She's got some nice accessories, some unique sculpts as well. I don't think that shoe sculpt has been used anywhere else, and neither has the sleep mask sculpt. So those are two new sculpts in this line. Not to mention her face is actually really pretty. Her makeup looks nice, and the side glance is super cute. I'm just pleasantly surprised by this doll in general. Does she most likely have poly hair? Without a doubt, they're probably gonna have to spend a lot of the budget on the mystery packaging that these dolls will come in, but you know, for what I thought was a bad sign for G3, the unarticulation, you know, this is not bad. Like, the doll is actually kind of cute. Maybe I'm too positive. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm trying too hard to see the good in this, but the doll is pretty. I don't know, I find her to be pretty. She's just cute. I don't know if her outfit consists of separate pieces. I feel like most likely it's all one jumpsuit, but even if it is, it's still cute to me. I like it, you know? So, needless to say, I'm pleasantly surprised by the first budget line to come out of G3. So, yeah, not to mention their bodies are kind of cute. They're posed like Barbie Model Muse bodies. So, you know, I've always liked Model Muse dolls, and I don't hate it. One of my mutuals has been calling it Monster Muse, and that's kind of a cute idea. The other dolls included in this lineup are going to be Draculaura, Frankie, and Claudine. So it's a pretty basic lineup, to say the least, but based on how cute Cleo looks, I have a good feeling about the other dolls. So, who knows, maybe we'll get another side glance Frankie, maybe Claudine will have her Monster Fest screening where she's facing the other way. Maybe we'll finally get Draculaura looking to the other side. We have recently gotten a Draculaura that is forward-facing. You know, I just remembered that Garden Mysteries Draculaura was found in stores recently. I was gonna, like, try to pull those pictures up, but she looks exactly the same as the stock photos, so we're just gonna keep talking about the stuff we've been talking about so far. I feel like I definitely have more to say about the Mean Girls than I do the single Cleo doll. Like, I mean, how many times can I say I'm surprised by how she looks? I guess her hair colors are cool. A lot of people are drawing Nephra comparisons, and it's fair. She's definitely using, like, the same color, the same teal hair that Nephra was known for in G1, but I think it works for her. I like the yellow gold streaks as well. It does suck that most likely her hair is going to be poly, but, you know, it's a $15 budget doll, so I guess they had to cut corners somewhere, so we just have to deal with it if you want this doll. I think I want her. She's pretty cute. Like, would I pay full price? Probably not. I'm a thrifty gal. I like to wait for clearance and sales. I also like to wait for Target to give me those 15% off of everything coupons. But one thing you cannot wait for a sale on is the Mean Girls dolls, so I'm just gonna buy these at full price. I want the full set, to be honest. I went through a phase in my life when I was like 13 years old where this movie was the only thing I wanted to watch. Like, I have seen this movie maybe 20 times or more because I just insisted on watching this all the time. You know, I might have been younger than 13, actually. I don't know how old I was. I just know that I was like, maybe I was like 9 or 10 years old. I don't know, but my cousin had to like come over and like babysit me one time, and I wanted to watch Mean Girls. And she's like, have you seen the second one? And I was like, there's another one? And she put it on, and it was one of the worst experiences of my life. Mean Girls 2 is a terrible, terrible movie. Could you imagine if they made dolls of that? But yeah, overall, I am happy with the way these dolls turned out. The only thing that looks weird to me is Gretchen's doll, because it doesn't really look like her. Like, Lacey Chabert, I think I just said her name wrong. Lacey Chabert? Chabert? You know, actually, I don't know how to say her name. But you know who I mean, Gretchen's actress. She's more tanned than the other characters in the movie, or the other actresses. Why did I say characters? She's got more of a tan, basically. Like, I don't know, they could have done Yasmin's skin tone, they could have, like, made a new one, just that's like slightly more tan. Not to mention her hair is also a lighter brown. So, I don't know, just the color choices for Gretchen looks off to me. She's still pretty, you know, I still think they did a good job with her doll overall, but it just doesn't really resemble her as much as it could. Not that these dolls resemble the actresses, like, perfectly by any means. It is just Bratz, but dressed as the Mean Girls, and I'd say that's probably the best part about it, you know? I don't like when doll lines try too hard to look like the person that they're emulating. Like, Zombie Gaga, let's be honest, looks nothing like Lady Gaga, and that's why she's so good. They didn't, like, try and create some uncanny mess of a doll. It's fine when Barbie does it, though, because that's Barbie's whole point, looking, like, semi-realistic. But yeah, I'm sure you get what I mean. Basically, I just think Gretchen should have had a teeny tiny bit more of a tan, because otherwise it just kind of doesn't really resemble her as much as the doll could. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. I'm super excited for the Mean Girls to release, and I'm pleasantly surprised by how good the Buried Secrets dolls look. Obviously, we've only seen Cleo. There is a probability, a little bit of a chance, that she may be the only good-looking doll in the line. Like, maybe they just baited us by showing us the only good doll first. Though I don't know who they would be. This was just a random Spain-based retailer. I don't think they did this intentionally. But yeah, who knows? I'm excited to see the rest, and I am kind of dreading, but also a little optimistic for the release of the Mean Girls. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Which dolls do you plan to buy? Which ones do you plan to avoid? Like, your life depends on it. Let me know. And if I sound nasally or congested in this video, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what's wrong with me. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!